Internet, and welcome back to On the Sofa Live. If you're new, do subscribe and hit the bell icon to stay in the loop. This is from the Daily Britain. Farage faces fresh questions after only 2 of 5 properties appear on interest register, by Jordan Scott. Nigel Farage is facing fresh pressure to clarify his property arrangements after it emerged he has only declared 2 of at least 5 homes he owns or shares an interest in with his partner, Laurie Ferrari. An analysis of land registry data, first reported by The Times, found Farage and Ferrari own properties in Surrey, Kent, and Essex worth at least £4 million combined. The portfolio includes Farage's former marital home in Kent, where he lived with his ex-wife Kristen Farage, and where his daughter now lives, 2 beachfront properties on the Kent coast, a 5-bedroom woodland home in Surrey, and his constituency home in Clacton. What's declared and what isn't? Farage has registered 2 of the properties on his parliamentary register of interests, the Surrey mansion and the one of the 2 beachfront homes. He has not registered his former marital home, his Clacton house, or the second Kent coast property. You'd think you'd have to at least register the Clacton house, wouldn't you? But apparently not.
And for anyone wondering, this is illegal in most countries. You have to declare what you have.
Yeah.
You have to declare what you have.
But he hasn't. He hasn't, for some reason.
And you can't just say, I own 5 homes. You actually have to show proof that you own 5 homes.
Yeah. So this needs to be fully investigated. This is dodgy as fuck.
And again, in a country where most people can't even afford to go to the grocery store, this guy literally is a baron.
Yeah. The article goes on. A spokesman for Farage told the Telegraph that the former marital home was not declared because MPs are not required to declare properties where close family members live, since his daughter now resides there. The second beachfront property, the spokesman said, was not declared personally because it is owned through Farage's company, Thorn in the Side Limited, which is itself already registered with parliamentary authorities. The third property in Clacton is wholly owned by Ferrari, who the Telegraph notes has consistently declined to explain how she was able to purchase it without a mortgage. That needs to be looked into. There's something dodgy going on there. I'm sure of it.
What? You can't work at Greg's and own a mansion?
Yeah.
You can't. You can't work at a bookstore and be the richest person. It may be possible.
I mean, he did say, when questioned about the £5 million gift from Christopher Harborne, that he could spend it on Ferraris if he wanted. It looks like he has spent it on one particular Ferrari.
Exactly. Oh no, do you know, man, if there's any billionaires out there that just feel like giving away $5 million, I'm right here.
Yes, I could do it $5 million. Yeah,
and I'll declare everything.
Yes.
Ridiculous.
It is. It is.
And quite honestly, is all of this to dodge the tax man?
Probably.
Goof. They're gonna get you. That is the one thing people go to jail for more than white collar crimes and anything else is not paying their taxes.
Yeah. I think that's what they got Al Capone for in the end.
Yep.
Tax evasion. Or
Martha Stewart, Wesley Snipes.
yeah.
I could sit here all day and name Americans. Marion Jones. She was a famous athlete and she didn't pay taxes. She did at least a year or two. Wesley Snipes did 5 years in federal prison for not paying his taxes.
Yeah. I'm sure they'll get him in the end. It will all because there are so many revelations about him coming out now.
Oh man, now I just have I'm the tax man. Doop 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 doop. I just have the Beatles stuck in my head now.
Yeah.
We'll give you 1 and we'll take 3. Tax man. Oh wow.
A spokesman for Farage told the Telegraph that the former I think I've read that bit, sorry. The article goes on. The spokesman said Farage had consulted parliamentary authorities about which properties needed declaring and which had been assured his arrangements were satisfactory, adding that his financial affairs were all above board. Yeah, sure they were. Call the other one. The comparison that makes this awkward. So Jeremy Hunt offered a pointed contrast when asked about his own approach to declaring property. Hunt declares all 7 properties owned by his company, Mare Pond Properties Limited. I did that because the rules are very clear that you must not do anything improper or anything that could reasonably be perceived as improper, he said. The distinction, Hunt draws, between what the rules technically require and what avoids even the appearance of impropriety is precisely the standard Farage's arrangement now invites scrutiny against. Structuring ownership through a company, as Farage has done with Thorn Indeside Limited, or relying on family member exemption for a former marital home, may satisfy the letter of the disclosure rules while still leaving the broader public picture of his wealth considerably less transparent than a full declaration would provide. The Laurie Ferrari question. Ferrari's ownership of the Clacton property without a mortgage adds another layer of unanswered questions to a relationship that has already drawn significant scrutiny. At a Le Monde profile, Ferrari has previously examined her background and connections, including links to figures such as Steve Bannon, without resolving the basic question of how she financed the property outright. Her continued refusal to explain the purchase, combined with Farage's own reluctance to discuss his broader property arrangements, has become its own recurring media story. And this is it. If they've got nothing to hide, why don't they just tell us where the money's come from and how they managed to buy this property in Clacton?
At this point, we know it's dodgy because it came from somebody who, what was a Thai billionaire?
Yeah.
And the original excuse was they were like happy because of Brexit or something. Like the average person knows nothing about, another country's politics.
Yeah. I mean, at first, Nigel Farage said that this £5 million gift from Christopher Harborne was to provide him with security for the rest of his life. Then he said that it was an unconditional gift and he could do whatever he wanted with it. And so, I think his story seems to change every time he's pushed on it. And now he's resigned and forced this general election in an attempt to avoid scrutiny. But it's you know, as we've already said, this scrutiny is not going to go anywhere.
I heard in Parliament they were trying to pass an act that basically said no matter what they're going to investigate good old Nige.
Yeah. So he's going to be investigated not just by Westminster but by the police as well. It's not going to go anywhere. It's just going to get worse for Farage. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you've made it this far, thanks for watching. And please do me a favor and like the video, subscribe if you haven't already, and do leave a comment because that would really help me out with the algorithm. Okay, bye for now.